Like the rest of the world, our country is facing intensifying climate risks due to globally rising temperatures. As one of the main actors in addressing the climate emergency, the national government must take the lead in planning and investing in climate change adaptation and mitigation. This includes tagging their climate change-related programs, activities, projects, or PAPs, under the Climate Change Expenditure Tagging, or CCET. CCET is a way to mainstream climate change in the government plans and budget, nationally and locally. It can also be a tool to identify investment gaps that can be funded through private and international climate finance mechanisms to further strengthen our response to climate impacts. Here's how to stay on track. Introducing a Guide to National Climate Change Expenditure Tagging, or NCCET. The process of climate change expenditure tagging at the national level is guided by the Joint Memorandum Circular Number 2015-01, issued by the Department of Budget and Management and the Climate Change Commission, which consists of 3 phases aligned with the national budget preparation: planning and programming, approving, and reporting. This is to be prepared by the national government agencies, or NGAs, state universities and colleges, or SUCs, and government-owned and controlled corporations, or GOCCs. In the first stage, which takes place from November to March, agencies must plan and identify their climate change-related PAPs. The CCC and DBM usually organize capacity building workshops on CCET to help agencies in identifying and tagging their climate change-related PAPs. Climate change-related PAPs may also be found in Agency Plans and Programs, Philippine Development Plan, and the National Climate Change Action Plan. After identifying the PAPs, with the help of a decision tree, agencies must determine the portion of the budget allocated to climate change. The greater the climate relevance, the greater the budget tagged. It must be carefully reflected in the BP 201F form for NGAs and SUCs, plus Form 711 for GOCCs. During the next stage, in April to June, agencies prepare the CCET Quality Assurance and Review, or QAR form, and seek CCC's approval. This is very important. Without this document, the DBM will not include your BP 201F or Form 711 submission in the CCET tagging. Remember, these forms shall be prepared during the first stage. Using the CCET QAR form, characterize the CCPAPs in terms of their climate objective and tag them using the CCET typologies. We totally understand that it is not always possible to get it right the first time. That's why the CCET Help Desk is on standby to help improve your submissions. Under CCC, the CCET Help Desk works hand in hand with the DBM to support agencies in addressing CCET-related concerns. When it's all set, agencies will get an approval of the CCET QAR form from the CCC. 2 stages and 2 forms later, the BP 201F and Form 711 can now be submitted along with the approval form of the CCET QAR form to the DBM and to its online submission of budget proposals, or OSBP. The same documents shall also be submitted to the CCET Help Desk. These forms are helpful for the CCET Help Desk and DBM's preparation of the climate budget briefs, taking place in the last stage from July to December. The briefs monitor the agency's performance as well as direct next plans and budgeting processes. In this stage, the CCET Help Desk will reach out to agencies to review and confirm the figures they have collected. The collection of figures related to the CCPAPs and even general and special provisions usually happens once the National Expenditure Program or the General Appropriations Act have been released. These are the steps to the National Climate Change Expenditure Tagging. For queries or clarifications on identifying, tagging, or monitoring CCPAPs, the CCET Help Desk is there to help. Through CCET, we are contributing to our country's readiness and climate change response. Thank you for tagging along.